Hello.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Me too, Stephen.
Stephen.
What's your condition?
Yes. My condition was I had been diagnosed in the United States with essential tremors. And my hands began to shake. It was hereditary. My father's hands shook. My brother, I have aunts and uncles, it was in the family, and I was told there's absolutely nothing that could be done for this. Mine increased to become worse and worse and worse through the years, maybe a 2-year period, and it was to the point where I was shaking so much I could not sign my name. I could not pick up a cup of coffee. I couldn't drink a glass of water. I was totally, because my hands shook so bad. And, I felt really bad because you have to depend on other people to totally take care of you. And so I came here to Taipei in July of 2014, and a person that picked me up at the airport noticed how bad my hands were shaking, so he said, "Oh, I know a clinic that maybe can help you." And said there was a doctor there by Dr. Wang. He would, I'm going to take you. And so they put me through the clinic. Came and told me about hydrotherapy, and of course I never heard of it. My doctors in America, they said nothing can be done. You have to live with it. And no pills to help, nothing. And so, and I thought, well, what else am I going to say? I'm 75 years old, so I'm getting older, but still traveling and working. And so they put me on the machine here just last July. And after 30 minutes on the machine, I came out and I didn't have the tremors.
Wow, miracle.
It was such a shock to me. It was incredible. And however, there was another problem. Dr. Wang told me. He said, "You have a problem in your central nervous system. And you need this hydrotherapy, and you need it for 2 months, and 3 times a day for an hour each time. You need to move to Taipei." And I said, "Oh, of course. I'm just gonna, move to Taipei." I said, "That's impossible." So it ended up that we purchased a machine. Shipped it to the United States, so I had it in my home in America. And so I was using it. And I did have 6 blackouts prior to when I started using the machine. And each instance, everybody told me it was the same thing, but happened in the middle of the night. I would somehow pass out, but I would begin screaming very, very loudly. I'd wake everybody up, and people would come and try to shake me.
Your face? What happened to your face?
That was the latest.
Okay.
I'll tell about that.
Okay.
And so when I began the machine, I never had another blackout, which was wonderful. The problem is. And so for 3 months, I had no hydrotherapy. And I began again to have blackouts. This is the result of the last blackout. It happened in the middle of the night, 12 days ago. I fell out of bed. Somehow I hit my face, and it's blackened all my eyes. So
it means when you without the hydrogen treatment,
without it,
and you had breakout again.
and that's why I'm here right now, and I'm receiving treatments again. Yesterday, now I just flew in from the United States, and I saw the jet lag is very great. I had one treatment yesterday. Last night, I had a wonderful sleep.
Wow.
I slept. I did everything, and I feel much better after I have the hydrotherapy.
Wow.
And,
Good for you.
Yeah, well, to me, it's a miracle.
Wow.
And so now I will take a new machine with me.
Wow.
And so I'm sure that I'm going to be fine from that.
Yeah, I heard you have DM. Diabetic.
I am a diabetic.
How about the effect to you?
Yes.
Diabetic?
And with the A1C test, I would run normally 7.1, 7.6.
Yeah.
But when I'm on the hydrotherapy, and this is one thing, my endocrinologist in the United States, he said, I don't know what you're doing. My last A1C was 6.1.
Wow. It's normal.
And when I'm on the hydrotherapy, it runs about 6.1 to 6.4.
Wow.
And my endocrinologist says, whatever you're doing, keep doing it.
Keep it doing it.
Went to my heart specialist.
Yeah.
He noticed immediately when I went in for my yearly checkup. He said, Stephen, your hands, they're not shaking. I told him about the hydrotherapy. He says, can I come and use that machine? That's what he said to me. So my blood pressure is very, very good.
Okay.
I've eliminated one blood pressure medicine. They cut the second one 50%.
Wow.
And so I have very good blood pressure.
Wow. And how about your body weight?
And my body weight, I have been for several weeks. I started aggressively to change my eating habits because I was way too much.
Okay.
So I've lost 21 pounds in the last 30 days.
Wow.
And so that is what, 8 or 9 kilos or something like that, which is, and it just makes me feel much better. So
very good.
To me, it's a miracle.
Wow.
I mean, the whole hydrotherapy. When I couldn't even sign my name to the fact that now it's
normal.
it's normal. Yeah.
So I want to know what is comment about the hydrotherapy.
To you.
What is
general comment.
General comment.
My comment is, I want it all the time because it helps me. I feel much better. The blackouts don't occur. All the things. My general health is much better when I use the hydrotherapy. So I have to be the witness to the fact that hydrotherapy works, because nothing else did for me. I mean, in the United States, all they wanted to do is give me pills and pills and more pills, and did nothing. I come and get the hydrotherapy treatment, and so
miracle happened.
Absolutely, miracle happened.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for your share.
Bukiche.
Both are Stephen.
Right.
Two Stephen.
Okay, 谢谢。
How your doctors look on you? On this?
It was interesting because after in July 2014, I returned back to the United States, and I had to have my physical checkups. And once a year, I go to my cardiologist for to check my heart, but I went to first of all, the general practitioner that I've had for many years, and I've known him, and he thinks that, I'm always looking for something other than a pill.
Yes.
And I call him a pill pusher because all he wants to do is give me a pill when I go in for something. When I went to him and they diagnosed I had essential tremors, and that's when my hands were shaking violently, and I was told nothing will ever be done. There's nothing will ever be done. There's nothing. It's in your central nervous system. There's nothing can be done. It's in your family. That's it. When I went back and I walked in, and I'm just sitting there, and I tried to show my hands to him without saying anything. He didn't even say a word to me. And I said, "Do you notice anything different about me?"
Yeah.
"Well, what am I supposed to notice?" I said, "Do you notice my hands are not shaking?" "Well," he says, "I don't know. You got some crazy answer to tell me because I know you too many years." I says, "Look, I went to a clinic, and this Dr. Wang in Taipei helped me in 30 minutes on hydrotherapy, and look, he would not acknowledge, even though he saw it. He said, that's crazy." I said, "No, you're the crazy one because you won't even believe evidence if it's presented to you." When I went to my cardiologist, I walked in, sat down. When he came in, the first thing he looked at, he said, "Why aren't your hands shaking?" Because when last time he saw me, they were, I'm not exaggerating right now, they were shaking so bad. And he said, and so I told him about this. He said, "Can I come and use that machine?" And so he saw the physical evidence.
Yes.
But the medical community, I'm sorry to say, that I am familiar with, is totally against their traditional way of, they diagnose, they have to prescribe some kind of pills or medication or something. I went to a pharmacologist. My doctor said, "I want you to see a doctor of pharmacology." I went to him, and he started looking at things. He cut half of all my pills. He said, "Don't you take these anymore." And then they cut me in my hypertension medicine. They eliminated, while I was taking 2, eliminated one totally, cut the second one 50%. So I only take half a pill now a day, and my blood pressure is so much better. And so many things that have happened. So it's been so as far as traditional Western medicine that I know about, that I have been because of conditions that I've had, that
so you take many pills, and
this is totally out of their realm of understanding, and want to know nothing about it.
Okay.